Good morning, everyone, and welcome to OSW Talks. Today's panel is hosted by OQ and focuses on corporate sustainability and ESG at OQ. We'll be diving into how OQ is embedding sustainability and ESG principles into its operations to drive business value, innovation, and national impact. My name is Asil Masoudi, and I'll be moderating this session. And I'm pleased to introduce our panelists. Alia Ismaily, Acting Head of Sustainability at OQ SAOC, with 12 years of experience in sustainability and social investment. Muna Al-Mashini, Head of Strategy at OQ Base Industries, leading strategic development across the business. Wahid Al-Fazzari, Manager of Sustainability at OQ RPI and a negotiating party member of Oman's delegation of COP29 and COP30. Ala Al-Habsi, Lead of Sustainability at OQ8, with 10 years of experience in sustainability and social investment. And finally, but not least, Omar Riyami, Head of Sustainability at OQ Gas Networks, with nearly 2 decades of experience in environmental management and sustainability. Okay, let's jump into our discussion. Alia, let's start with you. Sustainability is a broad and evolving field. Can you walk us through how OQ has structured its sustainability approach and what makes it uniquely Omani?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. So at OQ, our sustainability approach is rooted in OQ's vision and mission to drive sustainable economic growth and deliver our transition towards a more sustainable future by meeting the energy needs of today without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So, driven or guided by this approach, we have developed a framework that looks into our local context, so our unique Omani context, as highlighted in Vision 2040, and also considers the international best practices like the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and the UN Global Compact, as well as OQ's unique business objectives, our impact on people and the planet. And we have identified 4 main pillars in our sustainability framework. Firstly, transitioning to net zero, supporting achieve the national mandate of net zero by 2050. Secondly, safeguarding nature, which includes water and waste management and biodiversity. Thirdly, caring for people, which not just includes our employees, but also our contractors, and the local communities where OQ operates. And lastly, driving sustainable growth by investing in research and development, innovation, practicing responsible procurement, sustainable supply chain management, and ICV. And for more information on any of these, I encourage you to visit our booth, and we'll be happy to take you through all the details.
Thank you, Alia, for setting the scene. Building on that, Wahid, OQ RPI has been leading green initiatives. What are some key sustainability wins you're most proud of, and how are they contributing to Oman's net zero targets?
Thank you, Asil. First, let's understand that decarbonizing a sector like petrochemical and refinery is not an easy job. It is actually one of the most challenging sustainability probably task around the world. These operations are energy intensive, and in order to do that or deliver the reduction of emissions, it requires a strong system and a huge commitment from the top management. At OQ RBI, we have embedded sustainability in our as a core pillar in our transformation plan, where we focus on decarbonization and energy efficiency. Our target is clear, the roadmap is clear. Our target is to reduce emission by 25% by 2030. So to build up, and what we are proud of, that we have completed around 20 initiative or project that contributed in a reduction of around 300,000 ton of GHG emissions. And this is with minimal capex, with minimal cost. Also, our solar car park produces over 1,000 megawatt hours of clean energy. We've been able to reduce the energy use of our buildings, non-technical buildings, to nearly half, which contributed to the reduction of our indirect emissions as well. So all of these steps are reflecting our commitment and shifting from fragmented small steps into a coordinated decarbonization strategy. This will enable and position OQ as a strong contributor to Oman Net Zero Vision 2050.
Thank you, Haid. Those are definitely some impressive achievements. Let's shift to the ground level impact. Alia, how does OQ8 bring the ESG agenda to life on the ground, particularly when it comes to environmental efforts and community engagement?
Thank you, Asil, for that question. So I might say that OQ8, one of the luckiest companies among the OQ group, because we are the youngest, so we were able to embed sustainability agenda and practices from the ground and from the foundation, whereas we have actually invested more than 150 million US dollars into latest technology that are available to make sure that our environmental impact are the minimum. So for example, we have invested in solar energy, where all our buildings and the parking rooftop are fully equipped with solar panels. Other than solar panels, we also have invested in a water treatment plant. So we have our own water treatment plant within our facility itself, as well as a non-routine flaring system, where most of the gases that comes from the operation gets injected back to the operation itself, where you will see no gases in our refinery, so no flame. In terms of social investment and the community engagement, also as environment, we have started from the beginning. We have conducted a very deep study understanding the community needs. We have done a community need assessment from the beginning, just to understand what is the perspective of the community, what are the gap analyses available, so we can embed and develop our social investment policy upon the actual on-the-ground statistics and data. So out of the study that we have implemented, we have came out with 5 strategic or signature programs. These programs tackle all the gaps that we have found out from studying the community needs. These initiatives actually cover different segments of the community, all the way from students in grades 1 and 2 to high school students, to graduates, job seeker, as well as women. So for example, I can tell you we have Science of Refinery, where we invest in school students to enhance their knowledge in STEM education and uplift their abilities. For example, in terms of women, we have Wadha initiative, where we have worked on several capacity building initiatives for females, as well as enabling them with an outlet where they were able to sell the product that they have created themselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Alia. That's definitely a powerful example of sustainability in action at a local level. Muna, can you explain OQ-based industry strategy for advancing long-term ESG goals whilst maintaining short-term business growth and financial performance?
Thank you, Asil, and shukran lil Grouo for being here. That's a really intriguing question. As everyone knows, we are a listed company, and we follow MSX in terms of regulation. ESG is a part of that, but OQ-based industries did not adopt ESG as a mandate. It started voluntary from our side, having the legacy from our mother company, SAOC, and building on it. In fact, our vision is to champion global outreach towards sustainable solutions through our exceptional people. And with that, we have embedded ESG mindset into our strategy. We took it further, and we had our strategic pillars reading ESG as it reads the business as well. As a responsible company, we have one of the strongest pillars we have is responsible care. And it focuses on not only CSR, but social return on investment, where we focus on the impact and the long-term impact we have into our company and our community and the company itself. In addition to that, ICV in country value is something that we pride ourselves promoting our own local economy through it. The cherry on top of it is our health and safety. And a good company is a safe company. And we don't just adopt it, we go heart in heart, managing our own health and safety regulations. Going to the second and fourth, I'll go with them together, is growth and transformation. We focus mainly on our shareholder value and the return to our shareholders. Looking through our diversification, whether it's production or financial diversification, it's a long term that we look at into our strategy. Net zero is the heart of our transformation, where we are navigating our opportunities in the economy and making a long-term impact through it. I'm not giving this at last, but people is one of our strategic pillars as well in terms of integrated talent management framework, or making sure that we have a very strong AVP metrics and framework. With that all, I could say we are leading through ESG and integrating it as a business plan and a business model going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. Finally, Omar, let's look ahead. What are the next big ESG milestones for OQGN? Are there innovations or initiatives in the pipeline that will accelerate your impact?
Thank you very much, Asil, and good morning, everyone. I totally feel the pressure of being the last after these all fantastic achievements from the panelists and from other OQ assets. So thank you very much for that great efforts. At OQGN, our sustainability journey is relatively new. It started at end of 2022 while preparing to be a listed company. So we developed our in-house strategy at that time. Now, after 3 to 4 years, we believe it's the time to review our strategy, to match and catch up with the dynamic environment of sustainability and ESG. So working on that now in alignment with the Oman Vision 2040 and the refreshed strategy of OQGN. Now going down on the pillars of sustainability, on environment, social, and other aspects. On the environment parts, what is next? I'm not going to speak about on what has happened, although in alignment with our sustainability decarbonization strategy that we developed, again, in-house with our great talents, alhamdulillah, we made a commitment to achieve a net zero by 2050, and a 42% reduction by 2030. And we're happy that we have exceeded that target. We are beyond 42% reduction in GHG emissions. Again, great efforts by the team. However, we are trying to innovate in that. Our utmost goal is to keep the natural gas within our pipeline, to avoid leaks, incidents, and so on. And one of the great initiatives that our team came with at OQGN is to have a mobile recompression equipment. So instead, in terms of when it's maintenance time, in order so you don't vent or flare that gas, you recompress it in that mobile equipment and then send it back into the pipeline. So you are not losing money, you are saving the environment, and you are addressing your sustainability issues. On the other part also, we are trying to improve our data. So automation and inclusion of AI in our initiatives is part of our work as well. We have developed a model internally by our great talents in the IDS team to gather information on fuel consumption, on electricity consumption and water consumption automatically without the human intervention. So it reduced the effort required from more than 100 hours to 15 minutes with an accuracy rate of 99.9%. So those people who will be doing that collection and calculation effort will be looking at something else more strategic and more valuable. One last thing on the social part as well, as our network spread out across Oman with more than 4,000 kilometers across the Sultanate, so impact on communities is inevitable, unfortunately, but we are looking into that. We're conducting social impact assessment studies to evaluate and understand our impact on local communities, be it positive or negative, so we can align our framework, social investment framework, and social work in order to address those impacts and manage those social risks properly in order to have a shared value between ourselves and the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amr, for the forward-looking view. Definitely some great initiatives in the pipeline. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear a final reflection from each of you. What does responsible leadership and sustainability look like to you, whether at corporate, community, or personal level? And what's one principle you believe we must hold on to? Maybe starting with you, Alia.
Sure. So for me, I think being a responsible corporate citizen means integrating sustainability into the way that we do our business and creating the proper accountability structure. For example, in OQ, we have embedded an ESG index as part of our corporate scorecard. So that makes our leadership and also employees accountable for delivering sustainable environmental, social performance and governance performance. And in terms of the principles, that of course illustrates accountability, but also transparency. And we do that also through our annual sustainability report.
Well, for me, leadership in general is foresight looking and big picture mindset. And with that is also evaluating our own surroundings, the market, and what are the changes, and making smart decisions. In a personal level, leadership comes within, starts from upbringing until probably end of life. I'm not being gloomy, but ESG or sustainability should be the norm and shouldn't be the topic that we go and talk about. It's the new us being more responsible and sustainable.
Thank you.
Insightful, ladies. To me, leadership and sustainability, meaning that seeing the bigger picture, and you are to take an action before you are asked to, and also connecting the dots, connecting between our business units, connecting across our value chain, and connecting also across generation. We need to leave a legacy. We need to leave actions that they will last in the test of time.
From my side, I'll keep it short and straightforward. To me, leadership and sustainability is turning visionary into actions. Yes, benefiting the company and my KPIs, but at the same time, taking consideration and serving the people. When I say people, it's not only the community surrounding, but also our employees, their well-being, and the planet as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Ala. It's more of a message rather than my opinion. It's really a message to the C-suite personnel available here at this fantastic event. Sustainability really starts at the top, and you are the drivers for that. Yes, we can do whatever we wish. We try to do that, but without your leadership and strong commitment to sustainability, we're not getting anywhere. So please, it's no longer something that nice to do. It's not a compliance thing, but I think it's in a new business is sustainability. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for those powerful closing thoughts. I want to open the floor now for the audience if there's any questions. There's no questions. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you to our panelists. And if you would like to hear a little bit further about OQ's journey in sustainability, please visit our booth. Thank you.